So I've heard of and I've seen a lot of the work that you've done across the river, and I admire a lot of the stuff you did for Newark. Obviously, you growing up in that environment, us growing up in that environment, we are very familiar with the immediate impacts of the collateral damage for the criminal justice system. We see that immediately in our environment, especially in urban environments. Now that William Barr is the Attorney General, as I know, it's kind of really discouraging to see that there's still room for inequities at the federal level. If you were given the opportunity to be president, can you illustrate what you would do, what your first steps would be in kind of eliminating that problem?
So I'm not waiting till I'm president. My entire time since I was in law school, going to maximum security prisons, talking to wardens who told me there are people here that don't belong here, I've been fighting against this cancer on the soul of our country. And while you say in the South Bronx and Newark, we know about this in New Hampshire too.
Yeah.
New Hampshire folks understand that you can't treat an opioid crisis by arresting your way out of it, by incarcerating your way out of it. Racial disparities in incarceration exist everywhere. Low-income people getting churned into a system exist everywhere. The biggest mental health facilities in this country are not hospitals or medically empowered professional environments. There are prisons and our jails. We live in such a distraught present that people in this state know we need broadband in our communities. We need clean drinking water in our communities. Everybody should be appalled that at a time that our infrastructure was crumbling or we're failing to expand our infrastructure, this country, between the time I was in law school and the time I was mayor of the city of Newark, was building a new prison or jail every 10 days. Billions of dollars we've spent warehousing more people on the planet Earth than any other country. Our prison population since 1980 has gone up 800% on the federal level, 500% overall. These are things that are unsustainable. And so this has been my mission because it's hurting everyone. Villanova released a report that said we would have 20% less poverty in America if we had incarceration rates the same as our industrial peers. Why? Because anybody here knows there are people in our country who've been arrested for doing things that 2 of the last 3 presidents have admitted to doing. And now they can't get a job. Now they can't get business licenses. In some states they can't vote. This is so wrong. And so I've led as a senator to actually change laws, and I'm proud of that. Even some legislation I've introduced on the federal level that hasn't gotten passed, other states have copied my legislation, in particular the Dignity Act for women, and passed it on the state level. So should I be elected president, God willing, I will lead an end to this torturous, cancerous system that violates our values, violates economic sense, and is making us less safe. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.